doing? Does get spotted out. Now comes in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide's gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map. Now it goes back in favor of the side of Big Mac. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way. If you're Havoc Elite Legends, this is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Able to take down one, might get traded out here, will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery, gonna be going back, a double for Ren. You can't kill this man, he is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplify. And he is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more, just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 spree, make it a 6 in a row for Ren, make it a 7 spree for Ren, and the win going the way of Amplified Black on this map #1. My goodness.
Jake Pancake writes that idea out as another kill for him, as he's absolutely popping off houses again, doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of CG Red to try to get this one, but again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills, but Jake Pancake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely doesn't get spotted out by Easton, just holding that angle from the back. Those are looking to clutch this up in the 1v2, but can he do it? Does get spotted out. Now comes in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here, as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide's gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way. If you're Havoc Elite Legends, this is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Max, they got it. They did.
they closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Out. He's going to be coming in. Will you read it out for me? Able to take down Vessel. So on 2v4, just like that. Daddy Rich realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vessel going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy, winning round #4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
It has to be. Grab him some dinner. Never mind, but my goodness, EWG Academy feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Army here decided he's going to take a hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Nothing PG-13 related happening here.
And the rest of this B3 time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one, might get traded out here, will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery, gonna be going back, a double for Ren. You can't kill this man, he is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplify. He is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continue
of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way. If you're having Elite Legends, this is looking too close to the call here for me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Big Max, they got it. They did it.
they closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, gonna be coming in. Will you break it out for me? Able to take down that Soul Stone on TV4 just like that. Daddy Rare realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vessel's going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round number 4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
It has to be. Go grab him some dinner. It's not even, I don't know, time. Never mind, but my goodness, EWG Academy feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, Army here, he decided he's going to take a hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Nothing G13 related happening here. And
Rest of this P3 time, you will have Brent early rotated, able to take down one, might get traded out here, will be on the chase. Brent so sneaky, so slippery, gonna be going back, a double for Ren. You can't kill this man, he is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplified. He is like a phantom menace, you just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more, just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5-3, make it a 6 in a row for Ren, make it a 7-3 for Ren, and the win going the way of Amplified Black on this map number 1. My goodness.
Jake Punky tries that idea out as another kill for him, as he is absolutely popping off. Howdy again, doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers, absolutely. Doesn't get spotted out by Beeson, just holding that angle from the back. Those are looking to try to and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here, as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the Titan gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way. If you're Havoc Elite Legends, this is looking too close to the call here for me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Big Max, they got it. They did
they
it.
closed it out. Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do
think
believe
Big Macs, they got it. They did
they
it.
closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, he's going to be coming in. Will you read it out? Farmy able to take down Vessel. So a 2v4 just like that. Daddy Rare realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vessel's going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round number 4.
At least 5 vessels dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
Rotated, able to take down one, might get traded out here, will be on the chase. And Ren, so sneaky, so slippery, gonna be going back, a double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplify. And he is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 screen. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7 straight for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplify Black on this map number 1. My goodness.
Jake Pancake wipes that idea out as another kill for him, as he's absolutely popping off. Howdy again, doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. And again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here, as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the time gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Macs. A very back and forth hill so far. The kills not going their way. If you're Havoc Elite Legends, this is looking too close to call here from me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Big Macs, they got it. They did it.
they closed it out. Oh my gracious.
For the side of Amplify. He is like a phantom menace. Just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 screen. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7 free for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplify Black on this map number 1. My goodness.
That might get out as another kill for him, as he's doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest, and they need S&D to try to get these kills, but Jake Puncake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers, absolutely.
There we go. Wrong output. I had muted. My bad, guys. It's been a minute. Sorry it took so long. I mean, we're still probably waiting a little bit longer. I just got tired of seeing the starting soon screen, so I figured I'd cut to me for a little bit, give you guys an update on what's going on. It is what it is. I mean, you know, we're still waiting. I believe they're trying to get their substitute in for this next match, so apologies. It's going to be a little bit longer, I think, but we'll do a quick rundown of the series, the maps, and modes before we get things started here, just to, you know, buy a little bit more time. Hopefully they can get here on time. Hopefully we'll have a match tonight. We'll see, I guess, if that's the case. But I guess I'll do introductions. I'm Calamity, or Clam for short. I'll be the caster, your host for this evening, for this match. And I guess I haven't even talked about the teams. Let me go in to who's playing tonight. It's going to be Noire Esports going up against Rolling Dice. And we'll see. I have casted Noire before. They looked pretty good in their last game I casted. So I'm expecting more of the same. It's going to be Erazi, Fluxo, Enemy, and Koza, I believe, on the roster tonight for Noire. And then I don't know for Rolling Dice because they have a substitute coming in, I believe. So this might be a little bit wrong on their side for the roster. But it's going to be, I believe, Pee-wee, I think AP Juz, Harada, and Pegasus. And I believe one player is not here. I'm not sure which one of those four. We'll see once we get in the game. But I believe 3 out of the 4 are right for that graphic, so yeah, be on the lookout for them. And I'm curious what they have in store for us as well. I haven't seen this team play as of yet, and you know, not off to a great start. You know, some delays and people not getting here on time. Never a good look, but we'll see if they're able to bounce back once we end up getting started here sooner rather than later. Would hope. We'll see what happens with that. But we're gonna be looking at the maps and modes. So far, it's gonna be Scar, Den, and Exposure for the first 3. Those are the guaranteed ones. Pretty standard maps for BO7. We've seen a lot of Scar HP, a lot of Den as well. Exposure, not my favorite map to watch and really play, to be honest, but we have seen it a decent amount. Teams tend to ban Colossus, I see, and Exposure a lot. We see a lot more Scar and Den in the series, but we are going to see a Blackheart in map number 4. This is the first week I believe it's allowed, or actually I'm not sure. Maybe just teams have been banning it. I think it's XP, actually, that's the first week it's allowed, but not EWG. But I haven't seen Blackheart hardpoint at all. So I'm excited. I really, honestly, I'm crossing my fingers so hard that we do end up getting map 4 just so I could watch this because I haven't even seen it. I really don't even know like the rotations that well either. I played it, I think, like once in 8s and maybe a little bit in pubs. So I don't really know exactly the best way to play that map. So it should be a bang out if we do reach there. And then hopefully we do. And then raid S&D to close things out. So bang our last 2 maps. I'm looking forward to those. Hopefully we can get deep into this series. That would be nice for me just to watch that. Because, you know, I always love me some raid S&D, and yeah, I really, really want to see that Blackheart, so we'll see if that ends up happening or not. And I think the teams are finally in the lobby. I'll let them know I'm ready. Hopefully we get things started here in a second, but yeah, it should be a good series on our hands. Hopefully, you know, cross your fingers, right? And it looks like I'm looking at it looks like Voltane is coming in, and I believe for the side of Rolling Dice. I'm not sure who's sitting out right now. Let's see. We got Pegasus. We got Pee-wee. We got Harada. Okay, so I guess AP Juz. Voltane is coming in for AP Juz for Rolling Dice right now. So, I mean, yeah, sorry. Apologies for the delays. Not on our end. Rolling Dice, just unfortunately, you know. It is weird, too, because they wanted to play a little earlier, but then they weren't here. So, I don't know. Is what it is. We ended up playing closer to the starting time, the normal starting time it was supposed to be anyway, so whatever. Here we are. And hopefully we'll have a good series on our hands, and I believe we should be waiting, hopefully no longer, as teams should be, I think they have the rules set up and ready to go. I'm just waiting for them to start it at this point, so we'll see if they can start it pretty soon. I don't want to wait a whole lot longer. I've already put you guys, through it in the loading screen, so I don't want to. I'm trying to yap as much as I can because I don't want to send it to another break. I would rather just get this match underway and get things started here. And I guess I haven't done predictions for this series. I do try and do predictions, but it's always hard for me to do predictions on teams I haven't seen before. So obviously I've seen Noire play. They won the last match I watched, and up against Hydro. And today they're playing against Rolling Dice, who I haven't watched played, who also did lose their first game. So, it's a winning team I've watched versus a losing team I haven't. It's hard to do predictions in that way. So it's, I don't want to necessarily count Rolling Dice out, but I would be favoring Noire Esports in this one. Noire Esports. I keep saying Noire. Noire. Just make it sound official, sound how it's supposed to actually sound. And we'll get things... Oh, it looks like I hear the beep, so we are getting things started. But I would probably predict them to win this one, and I hope we see map 4, so I'm going to predict a 3-1 here. I'm hoping Rolling Dice can at least steal either the SMD or a respawn here so we can see Blackheart, because I just want to see that map, and I'm biased. So it's going to be Scar to load things on up here, and I mean, I saw what happened to, Hydro the last time they played against Noire on Scar. It was not particularly close. Noire seemed they were one step ahead of the curve the entire time. And we'll see if it's going to be more of the same in this one. As hopefully I got the teams right. We'll see if my graphic aligns with these guys' interests or not. We should oh, I gotta flip it. Okay. Better fix that early. So it's gonna be Rolling Dice on the left and Noire Esports on the right. We're gonna be starting off with Razzie top green, just patrolling this motel area, but nobody home as of yet. I'm curious if he gets timing on the pinch here. But not quite yet. And so far, so good. On the hill, Harada just soaking time. Fluxo gets a double kill, though, so Harada in a tough spot. 4 bullets left, and yeah, didn't reload, so the nade won't land either. Tough spot for him, and the break is on through. So now, time going red. Noire going to be collecting. Enemy gets shot in the back, though. Nice pinch coming on in. Look at this play, right above him. Fluxo just jumps over this player. Yeah, that's going to be Pegasus. Shoots him in the back for absolutely free. He does get one in store for his efforts, so very mixy so far in this hill. Nice read from Pee-wee in the back. The shots are good. Thought he might have lost that one, but Koza gets his head ripped clean off. Going for that route. And pretty blue in the kill feed on this transition. This is a good start from Rolling Dice. Looking composed on on this first hill as well. 31 to 10. P1's definitely a hill where it can be contested, but you can also soak a lot of time on this map in particular. P1 can be a money hill. Unfortunately, they will get broken on P2. P2 probably the scrappiest hill, I will say, on Scar that I've watched so far. You still can lock it down, but it can be very back and forth. A lot of nades coming on through. Enemy gets one, but immediately will get shot in the back here. I guess he's watching over his teammates up top. Knows there's going to be a player here. Toza gets tagged down low. I think my mic's a little far away, too. Also, let me put that a little bit closer. There we go. A little bit better there. And Pegasus, wow, gets one there. Nice shots from him. And Voltaine gets cleaned up as well. So now enemy in the hill right now. And it's going to be number 5 going for the spawners on this route. It's got to be careful. Stop shooting, unfortunately. Pee-wee takes down Razzie. Or is it Crazy? I noticed it's literally just Crazy with an E. So maybe it is Crazy. But I'm going to call him a Razzie. Because I don't know if that's intentional or not. But nevertheless, rotations are on into this plain hill. So far, it's going to be Rolling Dice. On the favored side, they're set up here first. They have numbers to deal with in the front, though. It's going to be number 7 enemy collapsing on in with 1. Not able to get the second, but his teammate is there for the trade. Now an excellent position for Razzie to get in. 4 spree for him as well. 10 and 3. Great start from him. Albeit they are down, but not very much. About 20 seconds is all that the lead is, and it's dwindling. Razzie's going to be pushing on out. Knows Pegasus is on this heady. Can't see him through that nade smoke. We'll get some tags on in. Now it really just depends on a pinch right now from Pee-wee. Can he get anything done? Actually, it's going to be Voltaine, the sub coming in. Getting a double from the top green area. Pee-wee gets the 4th one, and that will be it. But the spawns do flip on through, so that might not be the best case scenario for Rolling Dice here. They got to be careful. Not flip on here. Or I guess it's really not even Rolling Dice. Look at where Fluxo spawned out. All the way across the map. Noire got to be careful here to not flip on through. It's going to be Pee-wee in the back. A huge 1v1 for spawns. He needs to stay alive more than anything. They try and collapse on through with his teammates. Great patience from him. Combines on in with Voltaine to get that spawn. And that'll be it. Everybody dying in the feed. And this has been a good look. I'm not going to lie. From Rolling Dice, I wasn't sure what to expect from them. You know, they did lose their first match. And I don't think they won. I think they maybe got 3-0'd. I actually don't know. Maybe 3-1 on the graphic. I can't remember. But no. Didn't win that one, and they look a lot better here in the opening strat. I mean, they look more composed. The teamwork has been flowing. It's been very back and forth, but I will say I've liked what I've seen, especially on their collapses on hills. They're patient, they're waiting for each other, and that's what the sign of good teams right there. The teamwork flowing so far. Harada just waiting for his teammate to activate, but might have waited too long. Arazi with double. Pegasus gets a double for his efforts here, and now it's just number 8 going for the overextension. 10 seconds left to fight for. Pegasus doing a great job. I mean, just not allowing them to have any sort of breathing room here on the rotation. I mean, he's going for a deep route. We'll see if it ends up paying off on the map. As it looks like it's going to be Fluxo on the overextension. Gets one, gets a second one as well. Nice double. They're going to be spawning right on him. He's got to be careful to play his life for a little bit longer. He gets a third one as well. Fluxo doing the most on the map, and now Kiwi just left on an island to try and pick up the pieces for spawns, but he can't do it. Now a tough situation for them to be in. I mean, would have loved to have had that rotation. I thought maybe with what Fluxo was doing, it would have amounted to a lot there, and actually 4 dead again. So Fluxo makes the hero play, but they will get broken. Now Razzie trying to push him in front with his teammates. Shots on in, but not enough for the kill. Gets shots on the second one through the wall. They'll get that first kill, but they're just spawning so close. We're rolling dice here. It's going to be tough to break, but the hill is winding down, so back to P1 we will go. These kills in transition are going to be very important, though, because the setup for P1 can net you a ton of time here if you're able to. Razzie has a player right behind him, though, and it just seems like every time Noire Esports try and set up, they just are 1 kill behind, one just gunfight away from having a clean break. They're not able to have a good setup on these hills, really. You know, the score still dead even, basically, so it's not over yet. Definitely far from it. I guess it's nice shots from him over the top. Just absolutely rips him on the on the tank there. Unfortunately, kills his teammate, so not what you want. As the overextension coming on in, Fluxo with the double will break the hill. He needs to try and stay down and collect as much time as he can, as Koza chimes on in for a nice 2 from him over the top. And that'll give some clearance for more Esports to try and work with here, but just as I say that, Fluxo will die in hill. Koza, trigger discipline might pay off for him. Gets tags on 1. Second one as well. Pistol shot's not good enough. He had 8 bullets left, actually, in his magazine. Probably could have honestly kept shooting there with the AR. Pistol, not enough to get it done. And we go on to P2 here. Kiwi's going to be the first member in blue. Try to test on through, but he won't get dealt with swiftly and effectively there, as it's going to be 2 dead in the feed. Vaulting comes on in. Nice movement out of him. I'm surprised he even won that. I guess the sub up close. Usually you do win those, even if you sometimes don't get the first shot. So try and break the hill. And unable to do so, just the red wall holding iron strong. Pee-wee with 1. Stun will land, and now he's got to play his life for a little bit here. And time going red. This has been good P2 time from Noire Esports so far. It can be a very back and forth hill, but can get a decent chunk of change. A double team kill from enemy there. I'm not sure what that nade was. Must have stuck his teammate in the back, and they were both right next to each other. Unfortunate team nade. That actually might cost them this rotation. That 2.5 second, or I guess it's 3 second respawn time now in this game. I believe, at least. It's gonna, you know, delay the inevitable. Delay the push now from the red squadron, and this has been early time going blue here, but the charge is on in, but it will be thwarted instantly. Fluxo is on the hill, but the nade should seal it. Enemy is behind enemy lines, though, no pun intended. But they are on the worst end of the spawn situation. Kiwi just trying to keep his head down in the hill. Shots are on in. We'll see if Arazi is able to chime on and get some kills going, but no, he can't do it. Now just left to Fluxo on hill. He'll die as well. And I love this. I do love this routes, though, from Noire. Enemy taking a deep route on the pinch here. Should net them spawns on new if he's able to stay alive with Koza. Saves his teammate as well as gets the second one. Make it a third, potentially. No, not quite enough. Koza is here, though. And they do have a player to beat in the back. Voltaine did get on through. But he's unable to stay alive, so time will be going red for now, as they will maintain the spawns. But this happened last time, where Noire was here first. This is a money hill, but they got instantly broken. They got to be careful to deal with the spawners in the back. Overextending. They're doing a better job this time around so far, but Karada does end up getting through. See if he can make an impactful play in the back. So far, just tags on in. See if Pegasus can clean up anybody here over the top. Can't do it. Harada is here, but he does wrap through the front. And that's going to be 3 dead. It's just all left to number 5. Arazi in the back, pistol in hand. can't even get the first, and that is a nice break, but a lot of time did end up going Noire Esports' way on this hill. It was very mixy toward the middle part of it, but I mean, all's not lost here. Volte gets a 3-piece, 25 and 19. Having a great map on a 5 spree. Close to that Hellstorm missile. And we'll see if he ends up playing his life for his streaks. I mean, it could be very beneficial on a map like Scar. A lot of open area to work with here. He'll get the assist on through, so he's getting ever closer. Honestly, one more kill will do it. Unfortunately, gets taken down right before he gets the streak, so a nice shutdown there from Fluxo. An important one for him to find is this game might come down to that Hellstorm missile. Had it happened. It's been very, very close so far. Enemy with one up top. He's going to get a second one. Tag down low. Got to be careful to play his life here. Nades are on through. This is a great position for him to try and live, but he can't do it. Razzie trying to get his teammates trade. It's going to be Fluxo. Top green, actually. Hitting the pinch. Hitting a route here. Doing a great job trying to play his life. Razzie, all the meanwhile, just soaking the time, but unfortunately will be taken down early, and the pinch coming on in through the plane. Pegasus with a nice route. It's a double. As we are basically all tied up going into P1. Fluxo with 3 on the old time. Nice job from him, honestly. Not just getting the kills, but just pushing them even further back for this P1 area, making sure they don't get that final 10 seconds or so for 3. And that'll, you know, every second counts when a game is as close as it is right now. Fluxo gonna be on the hill. Razzie gets 1. We'll see if he can stay alive in this area. He's in a crucial spot in store right now. He gets the trade on his teammate. He really just needs to live. Honestly, this time is kind of irrelevant. He just needs to make sure he's being annoying toward mid-map. 1, 2. Great play from Razzie. Maybe overreach out for the third, but the damage is done. Those will be soaking for now. And Noire Esports, they still can win off this hill, so they have to contest for the side of Rolling Dice. They got to make sure they contest on in. Voltane is there, but he's swiftly dealt with. And now still, they can win. Kiwi. Got to get these gunfights in. The spawns are going to flip, though, so this might not be favoring Rolling Dice Esports. We'll see if it ends up mattering here in the end. The contest is still on in, very back and forth affair. It might come down to P2, and it definitely will at this point as the clock winds down on this P1 area. Enemy in the store area. Going to be watching the cross. He knows they're going to be pushing through mid-map. He needs to try and play his life, and he gets dealt with. 10 seconds, though, is all it's going to be. It's going to be a foot race toward this hill. Harada gets the guy on hill, turns around, almost gets the second one. Shots are on in. Arazi, low HP with the pistol, gonna be challenged out. Koza drops down to the top, gets a second one as well. Honestly, maybe not the best decision making though. Would have liked to see him maybe stay up top there. I know there was a guy on hill, but that positioning up top is so important on a hill like this. It might not matter though. Enemy with 1. Down, just down to Fluxo as we tie things up. 243, 240. It's going to come down to the absolute wire on this one. We'll see if Pegasus and Co. can't hold on. 5 seconds for the victory right now. Can Noire Esports collapse on the hill, and they can't do it. The last minute break on through. And my goodness, what a close map, number 1. I believe it was 250 to 243 in the end there. My goodness. Incredible map, honestly, to watch there from both sides, as I thought maybe Noire Esports was going to clutch on up in the end there, but they just let it go at the very end. Just couldn't win the slaying battle, as Rolling Dice are going to get it done in a very close map, number 1. So if that's what I'm expecting, the rest of the series is going to be a bang out. I mean, 4,000 damage and 35 for Razzie wasn't quite enough in the end. A couple of misplays here or there, but I mean, honestly, that was just a great series, a great map of Call of Duty. That might be one of the best ones I've casted so far, really closest one I've casted so far. You know, I'm expecting great things from the series if that's what we're going to be leading off with. My goodness. Holy. I mean, can't get much closer than that one. And it's Rolling Dice, actually. Going to be taking that one as well. You know, I did some predictions going into this one. I thought maybe Noire would be able to, you know, win this 3-1. And Rolling Dice, they're coming out early with map number 1. So congratulations to them. I say that like they won the series, but I mean, hey, gotta start somewhere. My goodness. Let me take a breath real quick, but I'll have the maps on the screen. You guys can look at them real quick. Oh man. Ugh. Woo. Let me just calm down for a second. My goodness. And map number 2, so it will be Den S&D. And honestly, all predictions out the window. I wasn't sure, what kind of competition Rolling Dice would have for us. And it looks like it's been a great matchup so far. So I'm expecting, honestly, I might change my prediction. This might go all 5 games. I predicted 3-1, but that's before the eye test. These teams are very evenly matched, especially in respawn. So I'm expecting this one to go the distance for sure. Den S&D up next. We'll see if Noire Esports can strike on back in this one. As you know, that was unfortunate ending for them in that map number 1. They would have loved to have had that one in the bag, and I thought they maybe were able to clutch up in that one at the very end. They were down basically about 20 points the entire map, but they ended up clutching up toward the end. I thought, maybe they were able to transition that into that last P2, but just fell apart at the finish line. So we'll see if it ends up weighing on their mental a little bit, that map number 1. I'm sure it probably won't. That was a very close affair. They know that they have this if they just, keep doing them. Just stepping on up to the plate. It's going to be offense. Off the rip for Rolling Dice. Pegasus with the bomb. Rada watching mid. Nobody home. And 2 toward this dojo area. Let's see what kind of the push looks like. It's decent so far. Voltsane could get caught in transition here, but it's going to be his teammate watching over him. Pegasus wins an important one. Fluxo with an important trade to get back, but now just man disadvantage for Noire Esports. Fluxo doesn't die, but very close to death here. A 7 getting back to him. Enemy going for a double up toward Dojo. Fluxo wins 1. Still 30 seconds to work with. This is definitely clutchable. Fluxo down. Actually, that nade does miss him, so he doesn't die. Enemy gonna fly at this player. Great teamwork there. Fluxo 10 HP, and Harada just checking the bomb right now. They know he's got to be mid-area right here, and Fluxo with 3 on the round, clutching on up for Noire Esports, and that is exactly what they needed after that map number 1 ended the way it did. A 2v3 clutch out of them, and great teamwork, honestly, on that guy toward, I don't even know what side of the map that is called. That area on the other side of B-Bomb, opposite Dojo. I don't know callouts that well yet, guys. You can call it 10 or something, I guess. I don't know. If anybody in chat knows, let me know. But, yeah, no, that teamwork out of them. Fluxo got shots in, avoided the nade, was able to get him weak, and then it just allowed enemy to fly at him. And then they know that last guy's got to be toward the mid area. They've already killed 2 toward the other side. He's got to be toward mid. They just play for him. And Fluxo, the hero on the round, will get it done. So 1-0 now. For Noire Esports, and back toward B we go. Koza with some nades over the top with his teammates. We'll see if these end up landing. Not sure where that landed. Looks like they hit the roof, unfortunately, for them. I know some nerd nades on the other side of this, or the dojo side. I know some tech to nade right where Fluxo's standing. So if you guys know, there's some nades there. You should learn for sure. Trophy systems are your friend. Fluxo gets a freebie. Yeah, Voltsane, I don't know why he had his back turned there, as he gets a double for absolutely free 99. I don't know what that positioning was for Voltsane there. Pegasus does get 1 back, but it's going to have to be a 1v4, or this round will go Noire's way. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yet again, that positioning from Voltsane there. He thought maybe his teammate was watching the outer, but unfortunately for him, yeah, just wasn't able to do it. Just not the best spot. Noire will go up to 2 now. Yeah, just a little confusing round. I mean, Fluxo just maintaining that spree that he's on. I believe he's 5-0 now. So potential streaks could come out in this match. Be on the lookout for that one. Actually, no. Did he die? Oh, he did die that round. Okay, so no Hellstorm missile shut down at the end. I didn't see him fall there late in that round. So unfortunately for Fluxo, no Hellstorm missile, but I mean, you'll take it. You'll take the round win all day, every day. He's back on board with Rolling Dice we go. Pee-wee gonna chow on out. Same setup from last round, except this time we got Harada mid-map. Pushed up aggressively. Not toward Broken this time. He might get timinged on, actually, the nade. We'll give him a window to work with. He just runs through mid-map. It's gonna be Voltsane on your screen. Gets 1. Waiting for his teammate. And they will get the trade. Terrible observer work by me. I missed both of those kills. But it is what it is. 4v2 situation. And I mean, this will be a tough one for Noire to win here. I mean, they won a 3v2, but 4v2 situation. And they're getting pinched as well. Pee-wee on the and should get one here, and he has the player weak right in front of him, and he'll just play his life. No reason to overchow this. He has his teammate Pegasus watching over him. And yeah, Arazi kind of just SOL in this situation. Nothing he could really do, as this round will surely go rolling dice's way. And this was a much-needed one for them to win here on the offense. To stop this momentum that Noire has gathered here. 2-1 now. And I did like that round a lot better, I will say. It was kind of risky for rolling dice having that one player toward mid just run toward the mid-cut area when they know there's a guy top window. I guess he did throw a pre-nade up there, but sometimes, you know, you can miss your nade. And, I mean, sometimes, you know, you hit your nade and they're still ironing the area. You got to be careful doing that. If he's holding an off angle there, he's surely dead. I think it was Harada going for that route as well last round. So, got to be careful going for routes like that. It worked out for them this time, but we'll see if it ends up working for them if they try that again. And it looks like A is going to be on the cards. Voltaine in the day one credit. We'll see if he ends up getting at least one here. I'm sure all teams are familiar with this spot by now. And he's going to get bad timing, surely. Yep, unfortunately for him. I'm not a big fan of that credit spot on this map. I think it's, if you're going to play that spot, you need somebody watching over you toward the bomb area or something. Maybe outer at the very least. But I digress. First blood goes the way of Noire here. They have bomb. They are slow playing this very patiently here. They want to make sure they don't, yeah. Well, scam, but unfortunately a scam immediately after I say that. Yeah, if Koza's going to nade that, he's probably going to nade it from the window there. Goes into the bomb site, doesn't check his corner. Caught with the nade in your hand, never the way you want to die. So should get one back here. Tags on in, not quite enough damage, but enemy does get one in the back. And now 2v3 situation. We'll see what Pegasus and Co have on the retake here. He should get one for free, but the trade's on in instantly. Pee-wee now, 1v2 situation. Get 1v1. It's just going to be Arazi versus Pee-wee in the corner right now. 35 seconds left. Arazi cooking this nade. This might land on him, but he's going to go for the dolphin dive. And he's reloading as well. Pee-wee might win this, and he will. He clutches on up. Unfortunately, for Arazi, had to reload that weapon. And that's going to cost him in the end. The nade didn't land, and that's what I was talking about in the previous round. Relying on your nades sometimes they can miss. You know, sometimes the movement, especially in these modern Call of Duties, can get players out of situations from grenades that they normally wouldn't be able to. The dolphin dive allows Pee-wee the opportunity to close the gap, and he'll win that one. And a big clutch from him. They'll tie things up here at 2 now. Still very much anyone's game here. Oh, excuse me. And it looks like Pegasus permabomb carrier. I know the feels, bud. I know the feels. Seems like I'm always the bomb planter. Arazi with one. Pegasus gets the trade on through. 3v3 now toward this dojo area. Smoke coming on out. Koza might have slipped the net, but I mean, he has a player toward mid area. But yeah, that's Harada. Harada subbed to an AR gunfight, and now just Fluxo 1v2. Oh, he has the sniper out actually too, so pistol whips one, and I mean this is gonna be a tough situation for him to be in. He has the back pocket AR now, and he rips one off the heady, so good thing he had that weapon. He probably could have sniped him off the bomb there, but I mean Fluxo, this is the guy you want in this situation. He's been looking stellar so far this entire series, especially in this SND. What kind of timing does he get? He's not gonna spot Pee-wee in time, but he goes for the ego chow. Pee-wee, yeah, almost stops shooting there. Fluxo gets 3 bullets in, but not enough, as he'll get blown off the map there. 3-2 now. And rolling dice are gathering some momentum here. That's going to be 3 in a row for them. Looking good after those first couple of rounds. Clutching on up. And this game is still in the balance here. I'm going to keep on board with Fluxo if he keeps the sniper out, but it looks like he's going to put it away. So I guess that does count as a death with the sniper, since he had it out. So that's 1 for Fluxo. We'll see actually if anybody else is sniping. I don't think anybody else is actually sniping, so I think everybody's put it away. Sniping can be very very hit or miss, quite literally. As look at this route from 7. Enemy just runs down mid-map. I don't know if they saw him or not. He's in a great position to push them so far. Oh no, he doesn't get the first one. He's got to be so careful here. Stun's going to land. That'll delay him for now, so he will live, but Voltaine gets his teammates trade. And yeah, now Voltaine, what are you looking at? They know Koza, or enemies here. Yeah, I'm not sure what. I thought he maybe ran out of that area potentially, didn't check his corners, and that allows Noire Esports to plant the bomb. This is a very interesting setup, I'm not going to lie. It might work out for them. Fluxo gets one. Kozo going to be chowing out, but can't win that gunfight. Would have loved to have got that. That might have swung the round in their favor. But, I mean, hey, it's the hero Fluxo on your screen. But he is quite literally gone now. 4 in a row. Rolling Dice are moving. And that was such a great route, too, down mid. They didn't see him. They got pushed up in such an aggressive forward position. And, I mean, he even played his life as well as he could. You know, got the stun and the nade out to buy some time. Just unfortunately wasn't able to get that first kill. That first kill was everything. And, you know, despite that, Noire Esports, they got the bomb down, too. Excuse me. Oh, man. Had Arazi won that gunfight in Dojo as well, you know, that could have been definitely a clutch opportunity for them to win. They had it in the palm of their hand. Despite, you know, maybe some blunders in that one. I mean, not really even blunders, just enemy just not winning that first gunfight. It's just unfortunate, but the tenacity they're showing is still there, just the rounds are not converting. Koza stunned out, gonna get naded. Yeah, we'll see you later in the next round. Koza, that's a dangerous position to be in, and he'll pay the price for it, so. Positioning aggressively toward Dojo. Volte getting so aggro toward this area. Shots are on in. He's going to play his life for now, and smartly so. He's going to back down that player. As now the reinforcements are on in. It's going to be Voltaine just jump spotting this area. Yeah, Harada, his reinforcements are gone. That's going to be the bomb as well, but Voltaine's here. He's going to get 1-2 in the side. Voltaine activates, and now just Arazi last alive with 3 to deal with. He'll get ripped. We'll see you later. 5-2 now. My goodness. The dice are definitely ripping and rolling right now. Can't even talk. I'm so excited. And that is 5 straight, ladies and gentlemen. A flurry of rounds in a row. Ever since that opening 2 that Noire got, I mean, it just seems like the wind has come out of their sails completely. I'm not sure what has happened, but maybe just not winning the opening duels, it would seem. Just getting first blooded a lot, I will say, but we'll see if they make this work. This is an interesting setup. The bait toward B, and it worked completely. We'll see if number 4 Voltaine can activate on this one, but Fluxo is going to activate first toward mid. It's a freebie. I'm not even sure where he killed him, actually. I guess from U area, but bomb's going to go down toward A. And they probably have a pretty good idea now, I guess, but they had no idea up until that point, really a little bit before. And a great little SMD play call there. And Noire Esports, they have to convert this round. This is a must-win. Not only just from the scoreline, but just from the way that this round has unfolded. This has been a perfect play call. And Pee-wee will fall as well. Now down to Voltaine, and that should be theirs. So back on the board. They do get a third one. But it's going to have to be 3 straight for Noire. Otherwise, they'll find themselves down 2-0 in this series. Not ever a position you want to be in. As Fluxo having a great map as well, 11-6. I've been singing his praises all S&D long. But it might not matter in the end. Or the Lincoln Park. They gotta stop this B push. It's really been the thorn in their side. I mean, so far it's been pretty much almost every round for Rolling Dice toward this B bomb site, and they made it work more often than not. Barring some heroics. And Koza holding the cross, but yeah, SMG in that position, not exactly ideal. As Pegasus is gonna get first blood, and yeah, now it's just Arazi buys lonesome toward top mid. He gets 1. He needs to stay alive because Harada right below him, and he should have a freebie here. Arazi doesn't read it, but he does. The spidey senses were tingling. And now, Koza in a great spot now. He's still in this position he was at the start of the round. And I mean, Rolling Dice have no idea he's there. He's going to jump spot down to 5 HP. His teammates watching his back as well. And they will trade it on out. So now up to 4. This is still doable. We'll see if the resilience is still there for Noire. It's been there all series long, but see if they have enough gas left in the tank in this SMD to pull off the comeback. 5-4 now. And back on the offense they go. If they can win this offense, it's still definitely possible to win the round 11. And I'm not even sure who would get defense or not round 11. I guess we'll see the kills department, what happens. And 4 toward A, I actually like this from Noire Esports. They've not been favoring this bomb site very much. And except for the fake that last round, looks like they're going to be super aggressive off the rip here. And it's going to be just Voltaine to be the spotter here. He hasn't seen anything yet, but that stun should give him the info. And there's going to be 2 players here already. But Fluxo gets the first blood, and Voltaine, yeah, in a terrible position now. We'll see if he can get anything going. Just kidding. He gets a freebie. Fluxo gets a second one, though, but Voltaine activates, and now just a 1v1. Fluxo gets a double as well. Fluxo having such a great map. 14 kills for him. Can he be the hero that Noire need? Or is it going to be Voltaine in the corner here? He's ironed up. Can he spot him? It looks good. It's going to be Fluxo. He wins it. 15 for Fluxo, and we're going to round 11. Oh my god. I switched to Voltaine because he was in the perfect spot, but Fluxo just shoulders it perfectly. Not even really shouldering. He full body swung this, and he still wins it. I can't even believe this map we're having from him. 2,000 plus damage from him. And we still have one more round to play. Oh my goodness. It looks like it's going to be offense, though, for Rolling Dice. They did get shut down on their last B attempt, and they haven't really gone toward A as of yet, so I'm curious if it's still going to be toward B. And the double stack for Noire Esports on the minimap, thinking what I'm thinking, that they could sneak an A round 11. But I mean, look at his iron boots for Rolling Dice. They do not want to scam in this round 11, and that has forced all of Noire Esports to rotate on through to their mid. I'm not sure why they're giving up the B bomb site, and yeah, B's going down. They're absolutely free. They abandoned their posts, and now it's going to have to be a 4v4 retake. Not ideal at all for Noire Esports, but it's still definitely possible, but they need to get going soon. This pinch coming in from number 7 is going to be the key to this round, I think. Enemy, what do you have on this pinch? It's going to be Fluxo as well. Can you get the trade? Fluxo gets him low as well, but Voltaine with 2. And now it's a 1v3 for Razzie, round 11. 20 seconds left. He gets a second one. 20 seconds. Nothing he can do, though. The crossfire is too strong, and the collapse on in is Rolling Dice. Clutch on up. That got scary for them. I thought they had the clear, comfortable lead, and it was going to be a swift search, but no. We go to round 11, and a heartbreaking loss there for Noire Esports. They do all that just to lose it the way they did. My goodness. And unfortunately for them, that is going to be it for that map. Oh my, I'm still mind blown a little bit, guys. That was a crazy map. We've had a incredibly close series. My goodness. Whew. I need to calm down. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Let me pull up the maps in this one. We are heading to exposure map number 3. And I do hope for my sake, I want to cast Blackheart. I haven't seen this map yet, so selfishly I want to see Noire Esports win this one, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to predict anymore. It's been very close this entire time. And I mean, yeah, it just sucks because Fluxo, I mean, he gets 15 kills, clutches basically a 1v3, gets 3 or 4 in the round 10 to send us to 11, and then they just abandoned the B bomb site completely. That was a really strange play call. I'm not gonna lie. For round 11 to just completely abandon the site. I'm not sure why they did that, because they didn't have any info toward A at all. They didn't spot anybody over there. You know, all of Rolling Dice playing incredibly slowly. So yeah, I'm not sure what the play call was there. That was an interesting one for sure. And they'll find themselves down 2-0 because of it. Let me update my graphic. And off to the races we go. Voltaine with a nade over the top is going to get things started, but he falls off the map. But not before getting 2, though, so definitely a life well spent. He'll take that one. Harada grabs the EMP device, and already in their base, but Arazi behind the enemy team. All 3 of them. He gets a double for his efforts. There's one more above them. The collapse should be on in here in a second, but Harada gets out somehow, and he's going to get shots in. Not enough to finish this player off. And the pistol has been shaky. Voltaine with 2. Harada just going to march on through, though. That'll be a score. And they're just going to leave him. I'm not sure exactly what that play was from Noire. They just leave Harada in their base with the bomb. They allow him to just score. I guess they were trying to go for maybe the relay and just ignore him. I'm not Sure if that was exactly the play call here. It might end up working out, though, as Fluxo gets one. And they have a lead blocker as well, but Pee-wee there to get the trade as well. So now drone just stopped dead in its tracks. Enemy gets one, but map positioning back in favor of Rolling Dice toward their base. And back and forth we go. Fluxo gets an opener. Arazi with two. So this might be potential for them to get something going here. Voltaine on the overextension. Having a great start to this map. Getting a lot of interactions. Looking like Pristini just getting 80 engagements. And now just left to Pegasus. 3 dead yet again. And I mean, it's, you know, I will say, Noire Esports doing a great job getting the kills. You know, 2 or 3 at a time, but haven't done a great job on the objective as of yet. But this should be a score finally for them, and it looks like Koza will send it on in there. 1 apiece. We'll see if he can stay alive in their spawn. He does get another one as well. Koza stays alive 5-1 on a 5 spree and already has that Hellstorm missile. So that'll be an impactful streak surely the later this goes. Smoke is on out. I'm not even sure if smokes are allowed in Hardpoint. Somebody probably messed up and meant to change that. Or forgot to change that from the search. So I'm not sure if that'll... I'm assuming whoever threw that realized that and will switch it swiftly. I don't think the players care too much. That really didn't matter all that much at the end of the day. I don't even think it really helped that player who threw it. Probably hurt them there. But we'll see. Razzie with 2, 9-3. As he's going to be the goal line defender here. He has 2 players to beat. Pistol on out. That should do it. Pegasus will put on a second one. So back and forth we go. I actually missed a score while I was yapping about the smoke. So 2 apiece now. As yeah, seems like everybody... maybe not everybody, but looks like Noire Esports, they're just frying this map off the rip. They're doing a great job getting the kills, but just haven't had a whole lot of luck in trying to convert the scores so far. Enemy staying down toward the tank area. Fluxo, MVP in map number 2. Looking good. Double from him. I don't know how he was able to stay alive through that second one. So he's going to be living for now, watching the overextension. And it's just going to be Pee-wee and co. Trying to watch it from now. Pegasus will get ripped. Pee-wee gonna go for the flying V formation off the wall. Unable to get Fluxo as of yet. And Harada's behind enemy lines. He's behind both of them. I don't know how he got here. Mid-map was just open, I guess. The streak's coming out. Arezi just puts it in. Nice job using the Hellstorm missile to their advantage. I mean, I know they wanted to live from the Hellstorm missile, but yeah, from Rolling Dice there, you gotta stop the EMP player there. Before he gets to the portal, I mean, honestly, worth throwing your life away to prevent the score there from the streak. It takes a while to call in. Pee-wee, nice double from him, though. Get some map positioning to work with here, but I mean, it might not be too little too late. They're worried about the kills in spawn, and Arazi just picks up the EMP and says, thank you very much. Waltzes on in for absolutely free through their base. That's the kind of plays in Overload that really cost you in the end. People not playing the device, they're not playing the respawn. Playing for map positioning, but the thing is, the EMP device, it spawns in different places, so you got to worry about one side of the map, the other side of the map, mid-map, depending on where it spawns. And Noire Esports do a great job playing the positioning of that spawn. We'll see if they can continue that form. Rolling Dice down 2 scores as we switch on through. And I'll be honest, they've been losing the slang battle this map so far. It's very slight, but it's actually pretty much even, I will say. It has seemed like red has been the color, the flavor, for the first half so far. Enemy gets 1, but that's going to be the device cleared so far. But, I mean, they still have a lot of work to go. See if Fluxo can get anything going. Voltaine going to get some shots on in with the sub. Not quite enough. Harada tag down low. He'll get out of dodge, and they're going to wrap this, and I do like this play. And they just have 1 player to beat. That's going to be Arazi. Yeah, team shots are on in, and that forces... Look at the routes that forces the enemies to take here. Stuns are on in. Koza going to be the only one really here to stop it. We'll see if he can. Koza is here. He's got to be careful, though. 1 more player to beat, and that's going to be Pee-wee. Nades on in. Pee-wee with 1. Pee-wee, nice movement over the top. He's not going to live for now, and that was a very close affair there. Goal line defense. And Noire will clutch on up. They're going to get the bomb out of their area. This might be a good route from them. Pee-wee on top of the stairs. Can't get that second one as Koza with a nice double. Get things toward parity. And, I mean, yeah, they can just fly now. They have to worry about the spawners, but you can definitely take routes here. Is number 7 still toward this B area? This will be a route probably toward the B area. Enemy pushed so far up, and I love this route. You have the route man getting paid, and Koza on the behind enemy lines. Yeah, they're forced to wrap back. Koza knows that, takes advantage, shoots them in the back for free. Great positioning there from Koza. Voltaine does get a 2 to clear out his base a little bit, but enemy is still here. Are they counting names is really the question. Enemy doesn't seem like they are, so enemy able to live in their base for now. He's got to be careful, though. He's losing teammates left and right. He's got to backtrack quickly here. This might be a score. Or rolling dice here. Those are just playing his time patiently here, and he might pay the price for it. They line up, but it might not matter. Enemy gets 1. The drone is on through, though. And maybe a bad route there, unfortunately, for his teammate as Arazi picks up the spawn, or the kills off spawn. It's just now Pegasus left last alive in his base, or in their base. He will fall as well, so very mixy second half so far. Enemy gonna be the drone carrier yet again, and it's been the man Koza doing a lot of the slaying this second half so far. He's off to a great start, I believe. I mean, the stats are a little bit wonky from the first half, but I believe he's probably like maybe 8-1, 8-2. Maybe not quite that good. Maybe like 8-3, 8-4. I don't know. I haven't really been paying too much attention, but he's off to a great second half. The only time you want the half stats to have them added. As he's been the main slayer so far. Doing his thing, and I mean... Enemy gets a nice pistol kill. They could definitely get something off of this, but they only have 2 players here. They gotta play patiently, is my guess, and I guess not patient enough. Fluxo. He gets a double, though. Over the top. And now it's just left to Pee-wee to try and stop this, and there's no way he can get it done. He has to reload. Yeah, pistol not good enough as the 6th one goes on through. It's gonna have to be basically a miracle now. So I'm rolling dice to end up winning this one. They're down about 4 scores. A minute 20 is all they have to work with. This would have to be a perfect relay at this point, nearing mathematically impossible. As rolling dice just stuck in their base. That is 3 dead, though. So they have a little bit of room to work with, a cushion, if you will. And Pegasus going to be pushing on up, but I don't know if they have enough time to work with this, as they still have to basically slay them over and over off of spawn. Pegasus does have the clearance to work with, so this will be the initial one. 3 more to go to tie things up, send us to overtime. And they're really not in a great position to relay this either. Pee-wee does get a first one, and a second one as well. They're not watching that positioning. Hold your horses. This isn't over yet. They still have a couple of players to beat Fluxo just watching the portal from mid. But I mean, yeah, they're not watching it. Back turn on Pee-wee right now. Fluxo gets 1. Has his teammates support as well. He's playing his life so patiently, and that'll be 4 dead, and that should finally seal it. I don't think they had time anyway. They would have had to have basically scored another one 20 seconds before the end there. So that'll do it for map number 3. And I'm glad, honestly, that Noire Esports won this one. You know, I selfishly want to see Blackheart hardpoint, so it is what it is. 6-3 will be the final score. Enemy will just be delaying, buying time in the back of the map. And a pretty close overload, all things considered. It was, obviously, Noire came out on top, but, you know, the second half offered up quite a bit. Noire Esports fought back in this one. And a good time for them to do so, as it, you know, the reverse sweep has to start here. Noire Esports, I know they were so close to winning both of those first 2 maps. This could have easily been a 3-0, you know, had things gone their way, 1 or 2 different plays, and they know it. So going into this Blackheart, I mean, I'm sure this is a map the teams haven't played as much as the others. It's definitely a, I wouldn't say a newer map because it's been out the whole time, but it's newer in the pool, I guess you could say. So I don't know, you know, we'll see if they've scrimmed it enough. We'll see if that ends up mattering in this one, as it's going to be 2-1 now. Rolling dice with the advantage in this one. And we'll take a look at the maps in this series. If it does go 5, we're looking at Raid SND to close things out here. And we'll see if that's going to be the case. We'll see if Noire Esports can clutch on up and send us to map number 5. But it's going to have to start here. I'm going to take a quick drink, and I will be waiting for these teammates, or these teams to start. Oh, goodness, me. Oh, man. Yeah, just gotta rest my rest my voice for a second. You know, get some water, take a breather. As we are loading on in to map number 4 here. Oh, man. Not sure if they switched teams or not. Let me see. It looks like they're keeping the same sides throughout the whole series, so I appreciate you guys doing that. Makes my job a lot, maybe not a lot easier, but a little easier, for sure. And off the races we go. 4 dead already. It's going to be the spawners coming on through. 4 rolling dice, and I mean, opening edge will go Nora's way. Rezi watching the left side over extension, and he's going to backtrack and run into a pre-fire, and a flurry of it at that. 4 dead yet again, and oh my goodness, blow for blow. So far in this Blackheart, Fluxo and co will spawn out, and I believe P2 is on the side that rolling dice spawned initially, where Fluxo and co are wrapping right now, so I think P2 is over here. If I can remember, that is, I believe it's where they just were, but we'll see if that ends up mattering here in the end. 22 seconds already on P1. This is pretty good time for rolling dice, I should say, as it can be kind of a mixy hill. There's a lot of ways you can break from 4 different areas of attack, angles of aggression. Another alliteration insert here. Enemy in the back, though. Should be able to get the trade on 1. He's playing for spawns now, and that should be enough for them to maintain spawns here. Fluxo gets 1, reads the second one. Team kill, though, unfortunately, over the top as Koza nades his teammate, and Harada, nice nade, but it'll nade himself as well. So, a lot of teammating going on. Self-nading on a very small map. That is Blackheart. That's going to be 3 dead. Koza still in the back, but he's the lone member. The rest of his team is spawning out. He's got to be careful. I didn't even know this window was here. I'm not going to lie. Nice nade, though. It'll actually connect. Shots are on in, but not enough to kill Harada on rotation. But enough to break the front of the hill. So, 20 seconds to fight over. And P2 actually wasn't exactly where I thought it was. I thought it was on the balcony. I didn't know it was in the back of the building. So I was wrong. Thought that was the order of things, but I guess I know where the hills are. I just don't remember the order of where the hills are. We are going on to P3. Pee-wee with 2 in transition. Arazi trying to play his life, but he's getting swarmed, surrounded, and nothing he can really do in this situation. Enemy on the hill, but he has a couple of players to beat. He's going to play his life for now. To the sky he goes and collapses on in. Bang! With 1. Teammate chimes on in, helps him with the second. And a nice break out of Noire Esports. They even got Arazi patrolling mid-map deep. Right now, he should be able to get a freebie here, as he knows the aggression is going to be heading from the front here. Calling out to his teammates, I'm sure, but he does fall to mid-map. A nice win, actually, from Pee-wee there, the Dolphin Dive. Somehow able to win that first one. And a collapse on in, will break the spawns, will break the hill. And that should be time going blue now. And 15 seconds left, it's like, yeah, do you even fight for this old? Probably not at this point. Noire Esports probably just cut their losses here, set up for new. It's going to be P4. So P4, okay, I guess it is over here toward this engine. Or whatever you call this. I'm not even sure if this is an engine. Is it a tank? Like an oil tank? I don't even know what this is. On the balcony, though, I guess you'd say. On the plat. We'll call it plat. That looks like a plat area. I'm just making up call-outs as I go along. I haven't played this map really, you guys. But so far, rotations will favor Noire, obviously. They were here first. Can they hold from the front, though? Koza does get 1. The stun will actually take him out. Unfortunately for him, Voltaine going to break on in. Not enough to get that initial. Would have loved to have 1 there. Pee-wee, the furthest member forward. Probably just try and play your life at this point, as he's doing a good job of it. Gonna get a timing, it looks like, in the back here, potentially, but he loses an important one. Would have loved to have had that one back, and now Voltaine finds himself last alive on the hill, trying to contest. And he will get taken down. This seems like a hard hill to break. I'm not going to lie, guys. You got to break from the front and try and go through mid. And either way, you're just getting picked to pieces. I mean, you saw number 8. That was Fluxo pushing all the way through mid. A similar situation to P3 as well. So maybe a couple of 3 back-to-back money hills potentially on this map. very hard to deal with. It's a great rotation yet again. Out of Noire Esports, they chain this P4 to this P5 pretty effortlessly here. They're going to break on through, but from the front, they will fall. They will come and they will fall. Fluxo is here, but yeah, losing teammates. Looks for number 7 spawned all the way out toward that plat area. We'll see if they can make it happen on this break. Enemy is behind them, but shot a little early. It might matter in the end. It did. So Razzie, the lone member, he does get one, but instantly swarmed as the spawns are so close on this hill in the back here. It's hard to really reinforce from the front. You definitely can, but you could run into pre-nades just like that, showing how easy it is. Pegasus doing a great job collecting on this time. As Rolling Dice will have about a 40 or so point advantage as we rotate to our second series of hills here. It looks like all of Noire Esports is here first, and they're watching basically every cut except for the mid one. Yeah, maybe a blunder here. Razzie gonna get some shots on in, but too little, too late. Nobody watching the mid cut, and that'll force the collapse. One domino, one chink in the armor, and the hill just incinerates. And it can happen so quickly to you. You got to be very careful what lanes you leave open. Really, ideally, you don't want to leave any lanes open, but it can happen. You got to be aware of it, and that mid area is definitely one you want to keep an eye on. Boltane with 1, Boltane with 2 as well. Double kill over the top, that should clear the enemy point for now, and it looks like Harada gets help with the 3rd one as well. Overextension from Enemy, shots on in, nice win from him. He'll be the overextension alone player, but instantly dealt with. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a hard break now for Noire. They lost a lot of P1 time here, and they do not have spawns for this next hill as well. It's going to be an uphill battle for them to try and claim any of this here for them. And Enemy even throws the nade back. Nice little hot potato. Doesn't end up finding a home, but that forces that player out. And Razzie able to get that kill. Maybe a little bit over-aggression there from him. But the break is on in. It's Fluxo and Koza, but they're both on the hill. They can definitely get naded out here. But that forced parallels across the map. So whoever wins these gunfights in the hill probably maintains the spawns as Fluxo gets one. And a second one. Fluxo going big. We'll see if Razzie can chime on in with another one as well, but he cannot do it. Pee with the double will secure this final 20 or so. Still split spawns, but time going blue now. That's not a good time for Noire. We'll see if they can make it happen on P3. Rada with 2 though on ult will secure that last 10. An 80-point lead as we head into this P3 rotation. Oh, excuse me. Boltane and Co. Actually, all 3 of them on the overextension. I mean, this allows Pee-wee some time to pinch, but now that he's shot, they know he's here. Boltane with 2, but a team kill. That'll slow down the push for now, as Pee-wee would have loved to have had that one. It's just all red in the kill feed so far. Fluxo and Co. doing what they can from the front. Looks like Enemy going for a pinch as well. Gets 1. Unable to get the second, but the shots are on in. To help his teammate get the assist there. Nice shots from Koza from range. 3 spree from him. And Razzie on a 4 as well. And Noire Esports know that they need to rotate for this next hill. They can afford to give up some of this scrap time on old as long as they're guaranteeing this rotation for new. And Fluxo, you know, fighting for that final 10 or so. We'll get 1. Actually, Koza does get another one as well, but it's all down to Razzie in the back. He needs to play this pretty much pitch perfect if he's able to break through these spawns. They don't know he's here yet. They don't know he slipped the net. But he needs his teammates to win some gunfights. They haven't been able to really win any in transition, and now Razzie reveals himself. This might be a mistake. We'll see if it ends up working for him, and unfortunately can't even win the first one. And that'll seal the deal on that. Actually, maybe not yet. We still have a streak coming in. Hellstorm from Koza. Actually, yeah, if he had the Hellstorm, I'm surprised they didn't wait, but it doesn't find a home. He misses in the doorway. Yeah, that could have been a much better, unfortunately, for Noire here, but they are breaking on in through the front. That Hellstorm allows them to get some time, but it might be short-lived here, but Koza doing what he can, gets a double. Now just Enemy, the lone member here with the pistol. Can he delay? And it looks like he doesn't delay for very long, but this hill is basically done at this point. I will say probably Rolling Dice win that exchange as we head to P5. similar story to the last. Noire Esports is here, but can they hold? It's been Koza doing a lot of the heavy lifting late in this map. We'll see if he can come up big for Noire Esports here. As Fluxo wins an important one toward mid-map, but he's got to be careful of his right here. He knows there's going to be a player overextending, can't win it. Timing doesn't work in his favor, and now Koza left to pick up the pieces in the back. They know there's a player here, but they can't afford to spend too much time looking for him, and they will collapse on him, so that's going to be some much-needed clearance on the right-hand side of the map, and it allows the enemy to go for a pinch here. Keep an eye on the mini-map for enemy. Mid-map here, he should get the cleanup, and he will. Team kill coming out. 3 dead yet again. Pegasus trying to collapse on in from the front, but is swiftly dealt with, and we might have a tie game going into our third and final set of rotations here. What a series this has been. We'll see if the Noire boys can send this to map number 5, or if Rolling Dice are going to roll the nat 20 here and close things out here in 4. It looks good. They had about an 80-point lead, but it is kind of fell apart in these last couple of hills. They only need about 15 points to close it here. We'll see if they're able to do it. Pee-wee going to be on the hill with 3 of his teammates. Another one falls as well. It's just going to be up to number 7, and he wins it. Enemy, a nice double. A huge one for him to find, actually, as that's going to be all 4 dead, and they can win it on this P1. Both teams can. This is going to be a photo finish for sure. Harada trying to break on in through front right now. Wall bouncing off of it, but maybe a little bit too fancy a footwork for his own good. 2 for 2 for right now. As enemy, an important one versus him and Pee-wee here. Spawners are coming on in. Stun's going to land, and he doesn't when the gunfight stops shooting, I believe. It's 15 seconds is still all that Rolling Dice need here, but Fluxo with a double is going to slow things down for now. Wallbang, no, Pegasus is off the map. They can't win it here, though. They have to push through for New, and it looks like enemy going for a route right now. This all lands on him. Actually, they spawn all the way out. Enemy wins an important one in the hill. They're going to collapse on it, and that's going to be spawns flipped now. 10 seconds left for the win for Noire Esports here. Enemy falls, but can they break in time? Koza and Co are in the point. Can they stop this aggression in the back? 3 seconds left. It's going to be all up to number 3. Pegasus in the front. Wins 1. Can't win the second one. It's going to be Voltaine trying to contest. 2 seconds is all it's going to be. It's up to number 2, Harada. He's the only one here. He has to clutch on up. He has to do something miraculous, but he cannot do it. Oh my god, we're heading to map number 5. Holy shit, guys. Oh, I am lightheaded. What a series this has been. I can't believe it. This has probably been the best series I've casted all year so far. And unfortunately, you know, I'm solo casting, so, you know, my energy level's up there, but I'm running out of breath in some of these moments. My goodness, guys. Ooh. Blackheart. What a map. I mean, Voltaine, great map from him. 4,400 damage, 30, I believe 37 kills there, but wasn't quite enough. Oh my goodness. Holy, I'm hanging in there, guys. I'm trying. This has been a crazy series, all things considered. What was the ending score of that? I honestly, I forgot. I'm just gonna go 243. I think that was about what it was. I already forgot. But it was basically a buzzer beater finish, as Noire are gonna take us to that raid. And hey, I got what I wanted. It delivered. We win all 5 maps. My goodness. And I'm here for it. My voice might not hold out. It's not even really my voice. It's just the, it's my breath. I don't even know what you call it. I guess you call it my voice, but the breaths I'm taking, the speed at which I'm casting, can sometimes backfire when I'm solo casting in long series like this. My goodness. Raid S&D coming up next. And I would expect nothing less from this series than an absolute bang out. It has been, like I said, one of the best series I've casted all year. You know, whether it be on my channel or the main channel, this has been it. Typically, you know, as a caster, I get 1 or 2 series like this every season that are just an absolute barn burner. And this has been one of them. And I mean, you know, the fact that, you know, it's my first time casting Blackheart as well. This is going to be one for me to remember. I got to bookmark this one later. And I got to remember to upload these to YouTube as well later. I haven't been doing that this year. I did that last year toward the end. I uploaded all my previous broadcasts, at least on my channel, on my YouTube as well, and I will start doing that. I promise, guys. It's I've been being a little not lazy, but I don't know, procrastination, I guess you'd say. Holy, my goodness, we are going to be loading on into raid map number 5, and I mean all predictions out the window at this point. This is anybody's up for the grabs. I think Noire Esports, if they're going to win this one, they do need to start out, maybe not even start out good because they started out good last time, but just can't get complacent. They can't let the rounds slip away from them because that's what happened last time. You know, they got 2 on the board and they lost 5 in a row. They can't let that happen again, or it might be curtains for them. Map 5. Raid S&D. My goodness. We'll get things started here. And it's going to be offense. Probably preferred on this side. I keep saying it in every broadcast. Probably a little bit preferred for me on raid. It's going to be on the board, and Fluxo with the double kill for the van. You can't let that happen, you guys. That's a tale as old as time. You got to avoid those pre-nades on the van. And rolling dice. I'm not sure if they played raid before, but welcome to raid if you haven't. That is a decade-old nade spot, and I'm sure they will take that into consideration the next offense they have. As Pee-wee finds himself in a 1v4, basically an unwinnable position. As enemy, I believe he spotted him toward top art here. Pee-wee gonna get taken down here shortly, but who is gonna be the man to take him down? Enemy getting some shots on in, but we'll see if Koza can be the guy to do it, and he will be. So yeah, first round brought to you by Car Bomb. And I'm actually shocked, genuinely. I don't know if these guys haven't played raid before, but yeah, that is a decade-old nade spot. You gotta wait for those nades, or you gotta go far left there. One or the other. And they will pay the price for it, especially first round with no trophies. I'm surprised they even went for that, but alas, I will stop yapping about the car bomb. Is what it is. It can happen. On the offense now. For Noire Esports, they'll strike first, and toward B we go, and nobody's home. So this might be just a free plant. You got number 3 in money. He knows this bomb's going down. Stun's gonna connect, but nobody here to really help him, so the retake is gonna have to be swift. Luxo might get bad timing though, and he will. Yeah, maybe just backing up next time. I know he wanted to play for that late pinch, but just unfortunately gets terrible timing for it. And, you know, still a decent setup, honestly, though, for Noire Esports. Rolling dice, running out of time here. Voltaine pushing on up. He's going to get caught in the back from enemy number 5. We'll see if Pegasus and Co can do something toward Tiki. Koza turned on. And now it's just left to a Razzie 1v3 situation. They're going to wallbang him to his heart's content. We'll see if he can get the bomb diffuser. It's going to be very close here. Does he go for the bomb? And no, they can't do it. Oh, no. Koza would have loved to have had that round back. And 1-1 we go. Noire Esports unable to clutch up. And I mean, I know they had the numbers disadvantage, but that was still definitely a very winnable round. The clock was ticking. And even still, Razzie could have potentially won this round had he just killed the bomb diffuser there. He just shot the wrong person. Unlucky. A great series this has been. And it might be a photo finish in the end here. We're going to have to see. Garada can be challenging toward mid. I'm actually curious if we end up seeing a sniper come out. We didn't really see it in map number 2. We saw it 1 round, and it was very brief. It was put away swiftly, so I am curious if we end up seeing it whatsoever at all here. Voltaine toward Kitchen. Getting aggressive, 50 HP. He's got to be careful here, but maybe not, actually. He's just going to fly at him. He gets one. Enemy with the swift trade toward mid-map, and they know this bomb is being planted toward B. Koza watching this basketball area. See if he ends up getting a timing here. He's just waiting for the overextension. They know there's one here. Koza. No, there's one on the overextension, but, I mean, he's just going to get flown at. Voltaine getting aggressive, still hasn't died this round, been close to death several times. A double for Voltaine. And that might seal the round. Now just down to enemy, and he will fall swiftly. Pee-wee with credit for that one. 2 on the board for rolling dice. And I can't believe Voltaine stayed alive that long in that kitchen area. He should have been dead to rights. Whoever was money, just, I don't know, just turned their back on him. I'm not exactly sure why, but I guess they were worried about the money push from the bomb site. But, I mean, you have a guy in kitchen right next to you. I'd be worried about that first before the window hop at the very least. So, yeah, Voltaine just squeaks out with his life and gets a double in that round. And now he's up to a 3 spree. We'll see if he can continue that spree going on this next round. And Pee-wee going to be the lone man toward B this time. He's in Tiki and spots some aggression instantly. Going to get on out of there. Voltaine, 20 HP toward this kitchen area, playing with fire yet again. Kitchen seems to be his home in this map. And we'll see if they commit toward B. They have 3 players toward this, but they still haven't pulled the trigger on this bomb. And that has allowed number 2, Harada, to get top ring, get some decent map positioning. And he can watch open, and he'll get a freebie. Yeah, Harada with kill on enemy, as they thought about rotating back toward A, but they had nobody to watch the overextension. This 5 might be in a good position to get a double. A Razzie with 2, but Pee-wee quickly there for the trade. Harada with 1 from top ring, and all left toward Flux. Mid-map, he'll get dealt with as well. The kill from Pillars will seal it, and 3-1 now. Rolling dice. Similar situation to what they were in map 2. Out to a comfortable lead here. We'll see if Noire Esports can get things back closer toward parity here, as they don't want to let things get too far out ahead of them. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you're in too big of a hole to dig yourself out of, so. We'll see if they can clutch up on this defense, and toward B we go this time, and it's going to be a double stack for Noire. 3-2 split on the map, and it looks like Koza just running down mid-map very aggressively, and Razzie gets 1, tags on in the second one. Koza getting out of dodge, but unfortunately runs straight into the iron sight of Pee-wee watching the pinch. Looks like enemy gets some shots in, thinks better of it, but he might run into another player. Yeah, unfortunately for him, just baited and switched to perfection there. But it's still a Razzie. Man on your screen has 2 in the round. It's going to have to be the ace clutch for him on this one. He's able to get it. He's going to spot 1, and that'll be his position revealed. But he has the bomb. Whether or not he knows it or not is still yet to remain. But he's in a clutchable spot, but he's got to be careful here. Gets a... No, doesn't get the third one. I thought he had that for sure. Stop shooting. How many times I've done that this game? Let me tell you. He's in a great spot, though. The overextension. Oh, no, he can't win it, though. He read it to perfection, but just the shot's too sloppy for that one. And, I mean, it was a tall task to have to ace clutch just to win your team the round. And now up to 4. Rolling dice are moving in this one. Kiwi 7-1. Having a map for himself. My goodness. And honestly, I think Noire Esports, they need to do something fast toward A here. It might be predictable, it might get red, but it's just the easier bomb site to go toward, in my opinion, on offense, if you're coordinated enough. But hey, back to B we go. B can work, but they need to be a little bit more proactive, a little bit more setting pace this time around, I believe, if they're going to do that. But they are playing a little slow for my liking. Shots on Voltaine, gets a lot of tags in. Pee-wee over the top, and trades are back and forth so far, 1 for 1. Smoke on down, and this is kind of a similar situation they were in last time. They're playing a little slow. Fluxo just going to run through mid-map, though. He's by himself. He has the bomb. No support whatsoever, and he's going to plant. I'm not sure if I love it. This is ballsy. It could work. I do love this play, but just not having teammate support can be very risky, and they're going to leave enemy on an island to late pinch. This is actually a pretty good play for enemy here. As long as they don't play with... I can't even talk right now. As long as they don't scam away their lives, I guess is what I'm saying. This can work, and yeah, enemy gets a freebie in the back. Knows there's no one laundry. Enemy with the double. That'll seal the round for sure here. Pegasus left in a terrible situation to try and clutch this, and he will fall as well. So, I mean, just the balls from Fluxo to run through mid-map. I like the play. It could have been very problematic had he died mid-map with the bomb from the guy kitchen. The timing window could work. I actually really like the play. I know it sounded like I was shitting on the play in the moment. You know, obviously I can see the map, but you know, they just didn't have a whole lot of info really there. I mean, they knew there was a couple toward B, but they could have wrapped back at that point. They didn't see them for a little bit, so I mean, hey, sometimes you got to take risky plays like that when your life's on the line. It worked out for 1 round. We'll see if they can continue that progress, because they're going to need to get something going. Koza with the nade over the top. It's not going to land. He's going to be shouldering for info. Harada playing incredibly aggressive toward mid-map, and he'll have all of mid here, so, I mean, this is going to be a freebie surely here. But Fluxo, it's a straggler toward Ring. And look at where number 5 is. Arazi all the way through their base as well. This is a very interesting spread on the map, I will say, from Noire. They got one in basketball, one all the way in their garage. Arazi might have missed his window. He's got to be careful here. There's one right behind him. 2 ships passing in the night, but he can kill this bomb planter for absolutely free, and he will. Bomb doesn't go down. And I mean, that's worth it there. That trade, for sure. They know bomb is down on site. And it looks like they're going to be going for a plant yet again. I actually do like this from Harada, quickly planting this time around. No nonsense about it. They got 3 toward laundry, and they don't know where the second player is, I don't think. They should know it should be that guy toward mid planting, but they're kind of just sitting on their hands here. I don't really love this from Noire. They're allowing Pee-wee to take a route here, and nobody's watching it either. Koza could get terrible timing here if he's not careful, and they give up laundry. They're not watching the pinch either, and that allows Pee-wee to get shots in the back. Now his positioning is revealed, though, but he will get dealt with. Nice nade, though, over the top from Pee-wee. And Harada's in a great spot now. He's top art. He can just watch the bomb. Yeah, 15 seconds left. They have to push him. Fluxo, can he get the timing? He's going to not shoot. He's going to try and play for this pinch, and it might work out for him. He gets the kill. 7 seconds left. Can he get the defuse? I'm not sure if he got it or not. He doesn't even try. And unfortunately for him, that'll be the round. Yeah, just too slow. Too stationary. Too stagnant on that round for Noire. They have 3 people toward laundry. They didn't even attempt to try and play for the pinch, play proactively. They're just playing 2 ironed boots right now. In this SND, it seems like. And I'm not going to lie, that was a god nade from Pee-wee, too, before he died to get his own trade there, but yeah, Fluxo read that, but it was just unfortunate for him. Just ran out of time at the end. I would have liked to see him still stick that defuse. I know it's a nitpick, but I think in this game it's like 7.2 or 7.1 or something with the defuse you can still get. Even it's kind of bugged right now, I believe. So I would have liked to see him. Maybe he could have gotten that. It was very, very close. Even I think it was at like 7, like even when he would have picked it up. So I don't know if he would have got it anyway, but Voltane, he's got it in spades as well. Double kill from the water. Looking like Sharksea on the map, going for a third. Maybe a little bit of an overheat there from him, but the damage has been done. And now enemy 1v3. Well, you're going home here, and he will be indeed. Rolling Dice Esports are going to take it much more comfortably this time. 6-2 in map number 5. Not squandering away their lead this time around. No business about, or no, I can't even. I'm lost for words, guys. This series has thrown me for a loop. I can't even say what I'm trying to say. They won it. Look at that. Look at that basic ass casting. They won it 3-2 here in a close, dangerous, almost reverse sweep fashion. But they are able to seal it in 5, and that was a nerve-wracking series, I'm sure, for both teams. I'm sure Noire probably not happy with the first couple of maps, how close they were. They could have won both of those. And I'm sure, yeah, Rolling Esports not happy with how maps 3 and 4 played out for them. Also very close as well. I will say map 5 was the most one-sided map in that entire series. So, you know, at least Rolling Esports at the very end were able to seal it in convincing fashion. I'm sure that's something that they're, you know, happy about. But on the flip side, Noire Esports, I mean, they showed out tonight. This went all 5 maps, and it was close every single one, except for, I guess, Raid. But, I mean, hey, that was a good one. I think that's testament to the teamwork of this team. That really not even just the teamwork, just the resilience of this team to not only just go down 2-0, but be able to come back in the next 2 maps and send us the distance. So, you know, despite it being a loss, they got to be proud of how they played tonight. And you know, looking forward to watching their casting their potential next couple of games. We'll see if that'll be happening or not, as they will be falling to 1-1 now. I think Rolling Dice, that's a good one for them to win, as they lost their first game. I'm not sure if it was a forfeit or not, or what happened with that, but 1-1 for both these teams now. My goodness, I am tired. Holy, I need to take a breath, take a drink, relax, and kick back. That's going to do it for me, guys. Congrats to, again, Rolling Dice Esports. They're going to take it in map 5, and that's going to do it for me. I appreciate you guys coming out in the chat as well. That was a great one. That might be my match of the year so far that I've casted at the very least. So be on the lookout for my next couple of games. I'm not sure. I think I'm casting tomorrow. I believe I'm doing the ZGL. I'm not even sure what it is. Let me look real quick, because I don't want count chickens before they hatch type deal. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's Friday. Friday at 7 Eastern, I think is when it starts. I believe it's a, let me see. It's like it's something kind of weird. It's like a 8s type deal, but it's like a tournament for the teams that haven't got picked in the ZGL. So, oops, I just opened my browser. So be on the lookout for that on the Zoned Out Gaming League main channel. I don't know who I'm casting with. It might be Deform. I don't know if he's actually casting. It might just be me and somebody else. I'm not sure. But be on the lookout for that one at 7 Eastern. That'll be it for me tonight. Appreciate you guys showing out. I know there was some delays and whatnot.